Hey, 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 this is Denise, super host and shared room Airbnb host, and I am coming to you guys live from New Orleans. I have to tell you, I'm old. Honey, I know I might look kind of youngish, because I feel kind of youngish, but I am old. Went to bed at 4 a.m. and got up at 6:30 a.m. so that I could, fulfill my work responsibilities. Turns out your girl is old. But while I'm away, of course, I still have to check on my Airbnb. So, of course, I'm not there, so I can't like walk through the house and look and kind of interact with the guests because I'm a shared Airbnb host. So what I have to do is look at my security system. So the security system does have a house, and it's set up that it does allow you to put a special code in for whoever is staying there. And so I usually put a code in for the Airbnb guests, and it's the same code that I give them for the door. So that way it makes it easier for me to kind of keep track of how they're coming in and out of the house or using the space. I don't have cameras like trained in the rooms or anything because that's ridiculous, and I feel like that's an invasion of privacy. Don't do that. But I do kind of, you can see how the sensors go off, and you can see like if somebody's in one room or if someone's in another room. So I just check those things, to see when they came in. Obviously, since it's a security system, you can see what sensors are going off. You can see when the last time the code was put in, which code was put in. So you just log into your system and you can see those things. I like having a security system for my house. I know a lot of people don't have one or they don't feel like they need it. I live in a city area, so DC metro area is where my Airbnb is, and that is the city. So I think it's important to have a safety feature in there, and I think the guests like it as well, that there's a safety feature there. So I usually just let them know that that exists, and I tell them to expect it. And for some people, I have to give instructions on how to use it because, yeah, my alarm system has been set off by the guests before. Police came, everything's fine, my bad. So that's one of those things you have to kind of watch because you don't want them setting off your security system, but you want to kind of keep an eye on things. And I do have one motion detecting camera, and I don't have that, again, trained on the person necessarily, but trained more so on the outside. I just want to kind of keep track of what's going on. So I would suggest if you don't have that for your Airbnb, it wouldn't be a negative thing to have. I kind of just briefly wanted to tell you that just because I thought of it as something I was kind of looking on and checking in on today. But then also, if you didn't know, I thought it might be good information for you. Other than that, y'all, I am so tired. I'm so old. I remember staying up like for days at a time, honey, partying, hanging out. I went to school in New Orleans. I am exhausted. I want to go to bed. I would like a nap. I could have some warm milk. Honey, I do not care what anybody thinks of me about it either. I am tired and I am old and I earned it. So I have to go back and do more. But I wanted to share that brief word with you, and I just wanted to tell you I am tired. But if you like the content that you've been seeing in these videos, I want to tell you to like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you if you're watching. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me if you understand the content I'm putting out. Tell me if it's beneficial or if it isn't. And have a great day.